What's happening, Wrestling Nation? Coach Kennelly here, just doing an update video. I was doing some reflecting earlier today, thinking it's been a little under a year since I got relieved of my duties, canned, fired, whatever you want to call it, from Bryan and Stratton College after the season. I believe I went into that before, but if not, that'll be another video, because I can go on for hours about the reasons why that happened, good, bad, and ugly, and got a lot of lessons out of it. Was collegiate coach for years, and it was a really good experience, but that changing of the guard made me switch up a lot of things. The first thing I got into was Jiu Jitsu. I've been training at Pura Vida MMA, where we were doing our summer camps ever since, and I've competed several times. I'm a white belt, going to probably be a white belt for a while. But I'm going to also make some videos on a transition from a wrestler, especially an older wrestler, an older, washed up, mediocre wrestler. Well, we'll call it a bad wrestler, because the reason I started getting after this is because I went out to Vegas and I, took some losses out there, got taught some lessons, and figured out where I am nationally wrestling-wise. And I want to just... First, I was happy my body could still compete, because I'm 35 years old and I'm not a spring chicken anymore, but I'm definitely not old either, and I want to make the most out of my body when I can. When I do meet my maker, Jesus Christ and God, I want him to be like, wow, you really left your tank on E. So I'm just trying to utilize the most of what I can. That's why I took a step back from coaching and really went in so I could train, do those competitions. I got a few wrestling competitions I'm looking up for, so I'm not done there as well. But after that U.S. Open, I came back and I was fired fairly quickly afterwards. I wasn't fired when I was out there, because me and Jalen were still using some of the credit card at that point. Good times. I rated a really good steak out in Vegas on that. But I've been rolling around. I'm going to start a new wrestling association academy, I believe, Milwaukee Wrestling Association. So look out for that. That should be dropping maybe as soon as next week. Got some good partners in there. O'Brien, John Jude, Tommy G, who's got a tremendous YouTube. If you like, these are the wildest documentaries on YouTube. So just search in Tommy G, local Milwaukee guy. He really got me revitalized in the wrestling community to go give this another run. So we'll be launching a combat corner for the youth, little dogs and big dogs. And looking forward to that, but definitely still going to be competing myself. I've got some friends now that trains with me. I made a lot of camaraderie at the gym, and I've been digesting a ton of videos, because jiu-jitsu is a very mysterious thing. Wrestling is really traced back to history, the roots, the oldest sport. Whether you believe two people wrestled each other first and one ran away when they lost, or two people raced and one got mad and wrestled the other. Running and wrestling are going to be what your primitive human beings were probably doing in terms of sports, and that's why it interests me a lot. But the history, the Olympic Games, countries, I've dove deep in there, and I still do, and learn a lot, because there's a lot of different countries that have their own wrestling, similar to how we have folk style, mud wrestling, sambo. I guess sambo's not really wrestling, but similar combat sports in other countries. Russian basketball, which is awesome. If you don't play that and you have access to wrestling mats and or basketball hoops, you should definitely be doing it. Look it up if you don't know. I believe I got a couple videos out on this YouTube page of some Russian basketball. And now I got off track what I was talking about. But the Milwaukee Wrestling Association is launching, so I'll be getting back into some coaching. I don't think we have any senior level athletes yet. I'm talking to some of the guys. I got one that, obviously Jalen. He just got done competing last week at Franklin. He beat up on some old-timer. Well, they call it old-timers, and the kids are like 19 to, 21. I think he was the old guy at 21 in his bracket. So old-timers in quotation marks, but I remember wrestling those tournaments. Well, not that young, but I probably, fresh out of college, maybe 25 or so, calling myself an old-timer. So even my last jiu-jitsu event, I went up there. I was like, hey, I'm Shane, old timers division. The dude was like, you're not an old timer, man. So it gave me some better feel for myself. And I'm a young man, but that was where I came. I've been digesting a ton of jiu-jitsu stuff online, just trying to get to the culture, and it's very mysterious and hard to find. There's a lot of conflicting ideas, and my research, thanks to my coaches, they're open books. Got a lot of black belts that are around me that I could check out. And it's very confusing sport. So I wanted to drop some videos on here to try to talk some people through it. I'm definitely not good enough to put any techniques yet because I coach a little bit of Jiu Jitsu. I use coach loosely. We do open mats, and I call it caveman Jiu Jitsu, where you just get a few white belts together and try to figure things out. And I kind of take the lead in there just because I got a coaching prowess and experience doing that and know how to set things up for success. But it's really fun, and those videos have helped me a lot. So I want to make some videos of my own because I haven't seen anybody that's went from a strictly wrestling background translating into jiu-jitsu and how that experiences went for them, because I've had a lot of great things. It's damn near a cheat code to know how to wrestle in jiu-jitsu. Sorry, words are tough sometimes, and I got the cotton mouth right now, so you know how it is. But to wrap this video up, I think I can add a lot of good information into the world, and I have a lot of unique experiences to where when you first show up as a wrestler, especially if you're a high-level wrestler, I wouldn't consider myself that, but you know, a wrestler with decent probabilities. I was wrestling in a college room for the last few years, so I thought I was capable at least. And you get into some stuff where you can beat these people up just by knowing body awareness, body positioning, but you don't know what to do because pinning is, you know, maybe the start in a jiu-jitsu match. Guys like to pull guard, a lot of them like to be on their back. So it's been a unique transition in finding submissions, finding pins, and finding my way in my unique game as a 35-year-old person starting jiu-jitsu to try to figure out where I fit in the world. And, you know, my experiences, how I do it, go to an MMA gym for the first time, watching people that I see on TV, because, you know, they got hobbyists like me, they got college kids, and they got UFC stars in the gym all over. So it's really cool because I can't go down to the Bucks Arena and shoot around with Giannis, but I could go up to Pura Vida and, you know, I might roll with Montel or Zach or anybody else tonight, and that'll be a cool experience. It always is, and I'm grateful that they let me get those roles. So I'm going to be breaking some stuff down in depth and just making myself do some more content, get this page active again, and be given to the world, because I feel my best when I'm serving and when I'm giving. So I appreciate you for watching this video. You could have been anywhere in the world right now. You're watching this, and that means the world to me. So hopefully you're getting after it. Drop me some comments if there's anybody that you like to watch on YouTube, whether it's wrestling, jiu-jitsu, or anybody, you know, out of the box like Tommy G. I found him, and it's been a really amazing experience since then. So hopefully we can connect through this YouTube, and I can keep building those YouTube connections and helping the community and eventually helping the world. But until then, it's peace and much love to you.